to Willow Yoga, Minnesota. So it is July 4th, and that is Independence Day here in the United States. And so for this class, I wanted the chance for us to experience some freedom in our bodies and some lightness of being. To begin then, we will find ourselves in a seat, getting grounded, getting rooted, and what I'd love for you to do is to bring your thumb and your pinkies together and bring those together with your two hands, and then let your ring fingers touch and bring that back toward your heart. From there, we rise through the crown of our heads, we tuck our chins, we get settled and grounded, and stay relaxed through those shoulders. Now, let's cultivate our breath. And what that means is pay attention to it. See what's happening. Can we make it nice and deep? So this hand gesture is called Mira Mudra, and that means gesture of the ocean. So we're trying to create that oceanic breath, often called Ujjayi breathing, which means we inhale deeply and exhale. So we should hear our breath. Inhale and exhale. And let's go ahead and keep going with that deep breath. And the idea behind the ocean for today is that nobody controls the ocean. So the ocean is free and fierce. So we're going to channel that freeness, that freedom, and that fierceness of being. And then we think of all those beautiful creatures in the ocean, like dolphins, who just play and find a joy and a lightness of being. So with those eyes closed, take a couple of more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release those hands onto your knees, palms face down. Let's drop our right ear toward our right shoulder, then drop our chin toward our chest, and slowly lift that chin and try and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. We rock it back to the other side. There is no fast or quick movements here. We are simply trying to get into that neck. So moving mindfully and carefully, we inhale and we exhale. Going from side to side till we've done it equally, we lower that chin and lift back up into center. And so now bring your arms out like you are a seagull flying over the ocean. And our wings tip up, so palms face up. And our wings turn down, and you can maybe even try and turn those thumbs to the back. We lift those hands, palms face up. We turn those hands down and turn those palms to the back. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we turn those palms back. Drop your right hand to the earth and swim your left hand over. Bring your left hand up, right hand up. That left hand drops. We swim that right hand over and both arms rise. We drop that right hand as we swim that left arm, arms out to our sides. The left hand drops as we sweep through with that right hand and bring our hands to prayer. Inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and come onto our hands and our knees. Inhale, bring your right ear towards your right bum, and exhale, come back to center. Inhale that left ear towards your left bum, and we come back to center, trying to create freedom in our spine. So that right ear goes back to your right hip, and we come to center. Then that left ear goes toward our left hip and back to center. Ground through those hands. Let's inhale, swim our right arm up and to the back, and then reverse that. We can tap those fingers down and swim from the back to the front. Other side, we swim that left arm to the back And then we reverse that, swimming it up to the front. One more time each side. We swim that right arm to the back. We reverse that and bring that right hand forward. We bring that left arm up and back. And now move that arm up and forward. Inhale, extend your right arm and your left leg. Keep that left leg flexed, but inhale, bring that right elbow back so it's alongside your body. And exhale, extend that arm long. Inhale, we bring that elbow back, working our balance, and exhale, we extend. That left leg is like you're standing on it. Inhale, bring that right elbow back, and we extend. Now kick for 10. So we lift hand and foot. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that right hand, lower your left knee, and move that spine side to side. Okay, we kick that right foot back. We really flex through that foot, so it's like we're standing on it. We bring that left arm forward. The back of our neck is nice and long. We inhale. Now we bend that elbow and bring that elbow alongside our body. Exhale, inhale, arm extends. Exhale, we pull it back. Inhale, arm extends. Exhale, we pull it back. We're working that back. And extend that arm, and now we lift and lower leg and hand for 10 times. So in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that left hand. Bring your right knee to the edge of the mat, the left knee to the edge of the mat. Sitting back, child's pose. So now we're bringing some freedom and light to our armpits, trying to stretch into those places. If your shoulders are tight, or maybe you have any scar tissue or shoulder stuff, we want to be really careful, and yet this is a way to keep pain at bay. So to try and stretch and keep life and lightness in these areas, take one more breath in. We come back to our hands and our knees. We tuck those toes, and let's press up and back. Down dog, pedaling out your feet. So we lift one heel, then the other, breathing, and our breath is free. No blockages as it comes into our body. You can lift both heels, exhale, lower them to the earth, lift both heels, getting freedom of movement in those tendons and ankles. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we lower. Now imagine that your right leg is light. It has a helium balloon attached to it, so we lift that leg to the sky. Come on to your left tippy toes. Breathing, you are reaching like a dolphin up for the sky. One more breath. Step that right foot through and come into a high lunge. So now we are light in those legs, and those arms lift. We settle into that front knee, our hearts rise, and we breathe. So sometimes finding freedom means staying still, because we get so busy and so wrapped up in everything that sometimes holding is a way to just let go of all that rushing, all that doing mindset. Now extend your left arm forward and reach your right arm back. Oh, we are free in our hearts. The energy is going out those fingertips. We can even Star Spangled Banner them. So we're twinkling like sparklers. Inhale and exhale. Bring that left hand to the inside of that right foot and your right arm up to the sky. So we are twisting. Let those hips sink. Notice, lift your hips just a little, then notice what happens when you drop. You can even lift them just a little more and let them drop. One more time, just to see what the difference is. Lift and lower, and I was making you work doing that, haha. Bring your right hand to your mat and step back into plank and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up or down as you chaturanga. We inhale with a free and wide open heart, and we exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a breath in, and I'm going to switch sides, and exhale. Take one more breath in, and we exhale. Now imagine that that left leg is beautifully light. It lifts toward the sky like a firework. We lift onto the right ball of the foot. So that right heel is lifted. We are nice and light. One more breath in. We'll step that left foot through and rise on up into our lunge. From there, our arms lift. So those hips sink and we rise through our heart. We try and be as straight as possible through that right leg. Reach through those arms, sink in those hips. One more breath. Now that right arm reaches forward, the left hand reaches back. Oh, this is a doozy. We're gonna breathe. We are awesome. We are free from gripping. We're just hanging out and playing. Take one more breath before we bring that right hand to the earth, the left arm to the sky. Inhale, lift through those hips, and exhale, let them drop. We inhale, lift, and exhale, drop. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, drop. That left hand comes down, we step on back. Now, bring your feet a little wider than hip width apart. We drop those heels over to the right. Grow grounded through that right hand and light through the left. Your right knee can always be down. You can stack your left foot on top of your right, or firework, lift that left leg with lightness of being. Wherever you are is wherever you are. So take one more breath in, lower everything to the earth, and now we switch sides. So those heels drop over to the left, our left hand plants, left knee can always come down if you would like, right arm reaches. Stay here or stack that right foot. That's a challenge. And then maybe let that leg lift. So there are all kinds of options, and one is not better than the other. They are simply choices we can make. We are free to make them for our body. One more breath. We lower everything down, come to your knees. This time your knees together and press yourself back into child's pose. So one of the ways to cultivate freedom and lightness is to make sure we balance things. So we balance effort with some ease, and by doing that, we create a well-rounded body and spirit. Take one more breath in. We exhale, come back to our hands and knees. We tuck those toes and press ourselves back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, and let's exhale. So those hips can lift, and your heels might never touch the earth. That's totally fine. So if they're up here, that's great. Just make sure your feet are parallel, and then moving those heels toward the earth. Last breath, look up at our hands, and we either step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, those hearts extend, and exhale, we fold over those legs. Arms reach out, and we rise all the way up. We bring our hands to our hearts and chin to our chest. So we're going to do some moon salutations, which means you will mirror me. So move the same side I do, and I will try and cue the right foot, the correct foot. So come to the right of your mat. So you have the long space going out to the left. And we'll inhale, bring our arms up. Exhale, bend over to the long side of the mat. Then we go over to the short side. We come back up. Take a big step to the left and come down into goddess. We inhale, extend, turn those left toes out, and come over into triangle. So stay in your triangle posture. We might return to this and do it just on one breath, but for now, let's hold this posture. So the right arm is reaching toward the sky. Your crown of the head is extending. We inhale. We exhale. Bring your right hand to your waist. Look down at the floor and bend that left knee. Now, both hands can come to the earth if you would need, but we're going to come into half moon and maybe cut my head off. So we're balancing on that left leg, and our right arm can reach toward the sky. The right foot flexes. We inhale and exhale. Take one more breath. Bring your right hand to the earth. Take a big step back with that right foot and drop down to your right knee. And we inhale, rise up. So bend into that left knee, interlace those fingers, and bring your hands behind your head like you're floating on one of those floaty things in the lake, just enjoying life. Feeling open, the flow and freedom of your breath. One more, inhale. We're going to exhale, frame that front foot, lift that back knee, lower that heel, and come to side angle. So your right hand can come to your right knee or down to the floor as the left arm lifts up toward the sky. So we are grounded, reaching, inhaling, and exhaling, breathing. One more breath. And now bring your right hand to your waist, come on up, and step to the left side of your mat and walk it out. And we'll do that to the other side, if I can remember it all. Inhale, those arms sweep up. Exhale, we go to the long edge of our mat. We go to the short edge of our mat. We take a big step with that right foot, and we bend ourselves on down into goddess. We shoot ourselves back up to star. Turn and face that right leg and tip yourself over into your triangle. And we breathe. We extend through that right arm. Our spine is nice and long. We are grounded through that right foot. We are light in those toes, so they are not gripping, and we are just free. We are free in our bodies, free in our minds. We are full of light and life. Breathing, one more breath. Bring your right hand to your waist, look down at the floor, bend that left knee. Your left hand can always come down, sorry, if you need, and we'll pop onto that right foot. So the left foot lifts behind you. I know I miscued that, sorry. So now your left arm raises up to the sky. That left foot is like you're standing on it. We extend, and both hands can be on the earth. That's beautiful. Moving your body, that's beautiful. That's the goal. Take one more breath. Bring that left hand to the earth. Take a big step back with your left foot. Lower that right knee down, the left knee down, and rise yourself on up. We sink in those hips. Now, interlace your fingers, but try and do it the weird way. And we bring our hands behind our head, and we now just pretend we're in a hammock. We're hanging out, watching the clouds. Maybe we've just eaten some ice cream. Inhale and exhale. Sink in those hips. Lift through that heart. The world is awesome, and so are we. Take one more breath in. Let's frame that front foot. Lift that back knee, drop that back heel, and come into side angle. So left elbow on your right elbow on your right knee, or right hand to the floor as the left arm lifts up. And we extend. We imagine fireworks coming from our heart, out those left fingers. Inhale Exhale, extend. Take one more breath. And now bring your left hand to your waist. Come on up. And we'll step to the right side of your mat and walk it out. All right, inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale to the long edge of your mat, to the short edge of your mat. Take a big step with that left foot and come on down and hold. And I want you to imagine you are holding freedom and lightness. And so those are the qualities that we're trying to imbue today. So we're just hanging out here in this posture. Maybe sit a little lower. Now inhale, straighten those arms and legs, and exhale, bring your elbows to your waist. Inhale, we extend, and exhale, we bring our elbows into our waist. Like a firework, like Katy Perry says, inhale and extend, and bring yourself on down. Take your left hand and bring it inside your left foot, and extend your right arm long. Oh. The thighs might be feeling this, the hips might be feeling this, and we stay. We stay with the sensation. We use that breath. We're gonna inhale, wiggle those toes. Exhale, bring your hands back to prayer at your heart, or to prayer at your heart. We inhale, we exhale. Now drop that right hand inside that right foot as the left arm lifts up. Noticing what the different sensations are. Hoofty, we're breathing, we are light, we're using that breath, wiggle those toes, soften that jaw, one more breath in, and come back into prayer. Inhale, rise on up, and walk those feet in to the center of your mat. So now, we'll go ahead and ground through your right foot, and inhale, lift your left leg, and it's like you're stepping over a gate, and then you're going to curtsy lunge and bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, those arms can sweep out and up as that leg returns, and we lower it down, and we'll do it to the other side. So inhale, arms and knee, right knee can lift. We circle that to the back and come into a prayer dragon squat. We inhale, bring that leg forward and down, and return to standing. Inhale, we rise, and we step that leg on back and come into a prayer. We lift and reach and return. Last time, we lift that leg out to the side, we step it on back and come into prayer, and we reach and bring it forward. Ground through your right foot, lift that left knee, flex that foot, and cross that ankle over your right knee. Lift, and your arms can stay here if you would like, hands can stay at your waist. Otherwise, lift those arms up, bring them forward like you are holding a serving tray, and hold. We are holding, imagining that our burdens are light, whatever they may be. So we are just saying, I've got this. Life is beautiful. I can handle it. I am breathing. One more breath in, and let's return those arms up and walk it out. Left foot grounds, hands to your waist. We lift that right knee. We flex that foot and cross that ankle over. Stay with your hands at your waist, or the arms lift. And as we sink, those arms come forward. And now you can think about, what do I have to offer the world? And the answer is a lot. You are amazing. You are full of life. You showed up for yourself on your mat. And so you have so much to offer to yourself and those around you. So breathe that in. Know that for a fact. Take one more breath in. We rise all the way up and walk it out. So step those feet wide, and let's either grab our elbows behind us, or you can interlace those hands, and we inhale, grow free and wide open through our hearts. as we tip ourselves forward. Feel the feet grounded as we breathe. Inhale and exhale. Let your head drop. Grounded in those feet. Inhale. Let's exhale. Take one more breath. We'll release those hands. Turn your right toes out and bend into that right knee. You might have to move your feet a little bit further apart and rise on up. Bring your arms up like into Warrior Two, but make an okay sign. And then we're gonna tip ourselves forward like we're surfing. Bend into that right knee. Drop your left hand towards your left ankle and the right arm up. You can look down at that left foot or up towards your right hand. It's up to you. Bend into that right knee and we breathe. So imagine we are surfing. We are beautiful and light, open and balanced, riding life's waves with ease and awesomeness. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back to the ground. Turn the right toes in, turn those left toes out. Lift on up like you're in Warrior Two. Those arms come up, we make the okay sign. We drop the right hand down toward that right foot. Left arm up toward the sky. We bend into that left knee. Maybe look at the right hand, maybe look at the left. It's up to you. Extend through that spine. We breathe. Inhale and exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale, hands come to the earth. We turn those toes in. Now you can take your peace fingers and grab those big toes. Inhale, our hearts extend forward. And exhale, we bring the crown of the head toward the floor. It might not touch, so it might just hover. But now we're trying to stretch out the backs of those legs. We're going to inhale and exhale. Release that. Walk those arms out in front of you and those hearts sink toward the earth. So your upper body is in down dog and your legs are in wide angle. And this is just such a beautiful posture to stretch the backs of our legs, to open through our shoulders, to grow grounded. So feel your hands touching the earth. Feel those feet. Inhale. Exhale. Walk those hands back in. So now turn your right toes out and bend those legs and bring your hands just kind of right below your shoulders. Now turn your fingers away from you and walk those hands back between those legs. So we're bending into that right knee and our hands are reaching back through our legs. We are grounded. We are feeling freedom in our body and breath. Take one more inhale. Now keep your left hand where it is and extend your right arm forward. So we reach that right arm forward. We extend through the back of the neck. And it's almost like you're trying to pull those fingers together, like you're trying to crumple up the floor. So lots of energy in those hands. Take one more breath. Walk those hands back under your face, straighten through that right leg, bring those right toes in, turn your left toes out. And we plant those hands under our chest. Now, turn those fingers back behind us, maybe walking them back. We drop our head in the direction of the floor and we breathe. So feel those hands. What's it like having those palms on the earth? We're bending into that left knee. Keep your right hand where it is, but now extend that left arm forward. So just think about what you are doing. Your legs are in this wonky pose, and then your arms are reaching in opposite directions, and yet you are doing it and breathing. So this is a skill that translates off your mat. It's one that we meet these challenges with mindfulness, with openness, a sense of freedom and playfulness like a dolphin. Take one more breath in. We walk those hands back under our face, turn those right toes in, your knees can bend, hands to your waist, and we rise all the way up. Wonderful. So come to the front of your mat and we'll do a sun salutation. So inhale, those arms sweep out and up. We exhale, tip ourselves forward. Inhale, our hearts extend, and we'll step or hop back into plank, knees up or down as we chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and we exhale, downward facing dog. So those hips lift as those heels sink. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot off the mat, outside that right hand. And that left foot can step back. And now we drop in those hips and just hold. So when you feel sensation, that's what we're after. So we're letting those hips drop until we feel sensation, trying to stay oriented to the short edge of that mat. Inhale. Let's exhale. Now, come onto the outer right blade of that right foot, so the outside of the foot. Then we drop that left heel, if possible, and come onto the outer left blade. That right arm reaches up and back. You can stay in that earlier posture if that works for you, but here we're trying to drop in those hips, open through that heart, and life is awesome. It really is. And even when it's not, we can move through it with freedom and lightness. It just takes a little extra attention and time. So let's breathe. One more breath. We're going to bring that right hand back and lift those left heels, and we'll step that right foot back and come into down dog. And I'm going to switch directions. So coming into down dog. Now let's step that left foot off the mat. Let those hips sink. So probably really getting into the right front thigh. So letting those hips sink. You can even rock forward and back. And now come onto the outer left blade of the foot. You might stay there, or you kind of have to fudge a little on that back heel and come onto the outer right blade. The left arm sweeps up and back. Those hips sink as the heart lifts. So channel your inner dolphin. We are playing. We are joyous. We are in our bodies in this moment, using our breath. And what could be better than that? We are alive. That's awesome. So let's make the best use of it that we can. Take one more breath. And we exhale. That was my blueberry cobbler coming up. Let's bring that left hand forward. Step that left knee back and leg back and come to our knees and cross our ankles behind us. So to really experience some freedom, we have to have some strength so that we know we have the ability. So we're going to do boat pose. Don't you like how I frame that? All right, so your hands can be by your bum. Those feet can lift. We extend those arms and you are light. You are free. You are like a boat in that ocean. Beautiful, rocking, and then we're going to extend those legs. We're lifting through that heart. We're breathing. Inhale and exhale. Taking one more breath. Exhale, bring those feet back to the earth. Bring the soles of the feet together. And for whatever reason, I always have to do Baddha Konasana after boat pose. So we inhale, sit up, and we fold ourselves forward. Sometimes habits maybe are good, maybe not. I should check into that and think more about that. Take one more breath in. Let's exhale, and we rise all the way back up. So now, let that right foot come to the earth and grab your left leg. And you can just move that leg. Getting some mobility in there. If you can just hold that leg, and that might be your posture. You can bring that left calf in the crooks of your elbows and your hands to prayer. Stay there, or if you have full rock the baby, Bring your right elbow around the left sole of the foot and your left elbow around that left knee. And we all walk that left hip forward and we sit up nice and tall. And from there we can move the baby, because babies like to move. We can even pet the baby. Isn't the baby nice? Inhale and exhale. We sit up nice and tall. Take one more breath and release that. Extend that right leg long. So the right leg is long, and you can take that left foot. You can continue to move it, or you can do the ET phone home. We bring that left ear back, or left foot back toward our left ear. It might never reach unless you're 8, because they can do almost anything with their bodies. But we're moving it, we're breathing it. One more breath, and let's release, and we'll switch sides. So the left foot and shin comes to the floor. We lift that right leg, and we start to move. Creating mobility by circling. And now, maybe bringing that right calf into the crooks of our elbows, hands to prayer, or hook that left elbow around the right foot, right elbow around the right knee, move that right hip forward, and we sit up nice and tall. And we can then rock and move, getting into that beautiful hip, treating it like a child that we just want to love on. And that's the whole idea. We just want to love on these bodies and spirits of ours. Inhale and exhale. Come to stillness. Hold that leg. Extend that left leg long. Grab that right foot. Relax. So we're not trying to crank. We're sitting up tall. And now, hello. Hi, universe. We are awesome? Well, I know we are awesome. We're breathing. Inhale and exhale. Take one more breath in and let's release. And we'll extend those legs long. Move that flesh out of the way. Inhale our arms up and tip yourself forward into a forward fold. And we breathe. And in this posture, we use our breath to really listen to what the body is saying. So sometimes we think we have to tell the body what to do, but where's the freedom in that? So there's a freedom and a lightness in listening. What does the body need? What does the body want to make happen? And we use the breath as the language that allows us to really listen to that message. We breathe, inhale. We exhale. Inhale, come back up. And keep your left leg extended. So right sole of the foot can come to your calf or up by your upper thigh. You can move that left bum flesh out of the way. Flex through your right feet if your knees are a little talkative about this. Inhale, arms lift, and we fold over that left leg. So our hearts extend as those hips grow wide and settled on the earth. And so there's this groundedness from the backside of our body, and then this meltiness, this pouring, this ocean wave over the front of our body. So over the leg, over the thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we come back up. We'll extend that right leg, curl that left foot in, either to your calf or to the upper thigh. Move the right bum flesh. Arms rise. We pull forward. And now trying to bring the heart in line with that right leg as those hips ground. So the back side of the body is soft and grounded. And the front side, the side that moves us through life, is quiet, because we sometimes need that quiet and surrender as well to bring about the most freedom and lightness, knowing when to let go. Inhale. And we exhale, walking ourselves back up. And now let's come on to our backs. And from here, extend those arms out to the sides, and your knees can be bent, and we'll go side to side on the breath, or you can have those legs straight. So we inhale, lift those legs or knees up. Exhale, drop them over to the left. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we drop everything over to the right. Inhale, we lift up. We drop everything over to the left. Inhale, we lift. We let everything go to the right. We rise through those legs. Bend those knees. Extend that left leg long. Grab your right knee and pull it towards your chest. So not cranking, but instead simply using some steady pressure to pull that right knee toward our shoulder. Now we bring it across our body and drop that right knee over to the left as the right arm reaches away. So letting that twist happen in the body, trying to relax that right shoulder toward the earth. The chin can drop toward that right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, we return to center. That right foot can plant. Left knee come in, and we pull that left knee toward our shoulder as our right leg extends. Awesome. Feeling freedom, lightness, grace, strength, all those kinds of good things. Inhale, pull, one more gentle tug. Then we bring that left knee across the body. We reach that left arm away from us. Our right hand can come to that left knee, and our hearts open wide. Inhaling and exhale. Take one breath. We exhale, come to center. Coming into happy baby, so grabbing our shins, ankles, or the outsides of our feet, those knees can drop. Or if you would like, you can extend those legs. So a reclined wide angle pose. Breathing wherever you are. Letting this last posture be one that really gets you ready to surrender. And surrender isn't weakness. It's something that is beautiful at the end of a hard practice. Just letting go and letting be. Take one breath in. We'll bend those knees. And now you can come into your Shavasana. So that means soles of the feet to the floor. Our knees can drop open wide, or legs extend as those palms turn up. Take in all that you've been doing as we breathe, as we settle. Inhale and exhale. May I hold on to my center. May the light inside me shine. May I hold on to my center. May the light inside me shine. May I hold on to my center. May the light inside me shine. May I hold on to my center. May the light inside me shine. can sparkle those fingers and toes once again, like they're sparklers, getting some light and life back in them. We can circle our hands and our feet. We can stretch those arms up overhead, nice and long. Bringing one knee into our chest and the other knee into our chest. And rolling onto our right side. With those eyes closed, come to a seated posture. And this time bringing your hands to prayer at your heart. Feeling the lightness, the life, the freedom in your body as you let those sitting bones ground and you lift through your spine. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from fear. May you be free and full of lightness as you walk your path. May you remain grounded. May you remain brave and kind. And may that light inside of you shine brightly. Inhaling deeply through your nose. Let's exhale through an open mouth. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you for practicing and be well.